Traders, George here, and time for a look at the trade of the week. This one might be a little bit off what you might expect me to show you, but this is one of my favorite ones from the week, and I'll tell you why. One is we looked at it live in the room. The other is it's a big picture setup here. This is WYNN. It had gone on a very steep run up, but it had put in a lot of trading commitment in this $200 range, started to chop up around this area, and then it just started to break back below that key spike just north of $200. And with just a little bit of weakness below that point, I showed you guys just the other day that there was a huge air pocket below that area, just not as much trading there, and with price breaking below, has a good shot at filling through this zone. So the 181s as sort of a rest stop en route to a much larger balance beam here at about 167s or so, 166s, and then if it really comes unglued down to the 140s essentially down here. But I like this because it's just started to break down here. It's just a couple of bucks in favor below the round number of 200 at 192s right now. But if you happen to be short here just on this recent weakness, you're already several dollars in favor, and that's a great spot to be in where you have a trade that's starting to move in favor and it's just transitioned away from a key balance beam as you've looked at this setup. This thing has been chopping up here for a while. We just looked at it. It starts to move in favor, so as they say, the hooks are in. And if you think about risk control, risk management, if the bulls start to trade this over 200, the very low 200s, they're going to get over this key spike right here, and that would be a sign that they've got a shot at maybe digging in and making this support. But right now, they've just made a new structure low here, and the bulls really have a tough job now of reversing the last 2 days price action. Also, in the same vein, there's another key stock in the same sector, Las Vegas Sands. Now this one had broken down a lot already, and what I showed there was if price could break up a little higher and show some strength, in the low 68s would give a possible bounce, and to look for it to basically retrace the top of this air pocket to move up to this intense balance beam spike here at about 74s. But since this was in a bearish follow through here, to look at out of the money call options to handle this with lower risk there. Since looking at this, it's actually broken down more percentage wise than WYNN and is going in line with this sector getting hit. So this now moving down just a little bit more will set up a short continuation here just south of 65.50s to make a new structure low here, and then the second half of this giant air pocket comes into play. Look left and then to the ceiling here of this more substantial beam, and if it breaks down more, this is an area where you really need to expect a bounce at the dominator down here at about 53s or so. But that is now coming closer to being triggered here with price weakening for Las Vegas Sands. So both of the top casino stocks showing weakness as the markets are still holding on and making new highs here, and a lot of sectors still popping and a lot of stocks doing quite well. As I look at my other screens here, these guys are taking a hit, and the reason why I chose WYNN as the trade of the week is because it just simply is representing what we look at repeatedly on the balance beam for these big picture setups. When you have price breaking above or below one of these key areas, it sets up a great risk control setup, and that absence of trading, the air pocket, is what helps pull price in favor. So with this recent breakdown holding here, 181s, 166, 84s there for the next one, and if it really runs away, look for about 139, 140 downstairs here. But that rotation right there, thing of beauty. Okay, every time you see one of those, that's a great opportunity to go short, whether you're looking on a smaller time frame or a bigger time frame, whether it's a stock or a future, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's pure price. And that'll do it for your look at a great breakdown here for WYNN. Talked about it in advance, just starting to inch in favor now. We'll see you guys back in the live room.